Dang it, what happened?
Blaze kidnapped us and is forcing us to watch the 100th episode.
Oh, rip your intestines out and use them as an cookie! Ow. Hey Blaze, thanks for sending me back to the right dimension this time.
Hey, no problem. Anything for a good friend.
Now, turn me back before I Mortal Kombat fatality you right now.
Kill me later. Review time.
Why do we hang out again? Anyway, sorry I haven't been on lately. I have 2 collabs in the works, and 3 episodes in 1 week kinda tired me out, so yeah, I kinda needed some me time. This episode was about politics? Really? Well, it's actually about the main 6 trying to make friends with the Yak-Yakistanians. And when all else fails, it's up to Pinkie Pie to save the day with the party moral. As far as writing goes for this episode, it's a great improvement in comparison to such episodes like Princess Spike, Griffinstone, or even Slice of Life. The pacing is very nice, and the expanding world or time skips were said once, and if mentioned again, it was played off as a joke. The moral was executed well, and the comedy was having me in stitches by the pure randomness of Pinkie Pie. I also really like this side of Pinkie Pie coming back from when Pinkie Pride happened. This sort of chamber of secret party things explains how Pinkie Pie is able to keep track of every pony and their likes and dislikes. Twilight trying to make a big pact like this on her own is showing that she does in fact have a more diplomatic role in Equestria. It's also nice to see that she's still taking advice from Cadance, even though it doesn't compromise her character at all. As far as the rest of the main 6 are concerned, they don't really have much development other than Fluttershy being more blunt and truthful. A lot of morals in this season have been pretty simple with a few exceptions. However, I don't think that this moral is really easy to execute. Showing new people anywhere they're not used to is difficult. The way that Pinkie Pie came to this conclusion was a lot better than I originally had expected. The Yaks make a huge impact on this episode, but they kinda bother me. It seems like if you're a prince in this world, you are always a jerk. Always. Even though they are really funny, changing from extreme anger to extreme indifference to extreme sadness and back again, you are still representing an entire country and should be acting respectively towards this completely different kingdom because their insurance rates must be bigger than my community service sentence for the attempted assassination of Celestia. Prepare to die. Because if you're not exact to what is supposed to be represented of their homeland...
Allstate. With accident forgiveness, they guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Hulk! Smash!
The Yaks' overall design were very reminiscent of Vikings or Mongolians rather than Pakistanians, even though that's in the name. The only thing that does remind me of Pakistan is the gear on their backs. I did love how the animators were able to play with the hair over their eyes to convey certain emotions like anger. The new facial expressions that were added I just adored. Mostly they were coming from Twilight, and my favorite out of them all had to be the cake scene.
Piece of cake! The cake!
I find that the overall episode was fun to watch and nice to watch over and over again. I can't tell you where the sheep reference is coming from, but I think it's either from Spyro or Skylanders. The jokes were funny, the visuals were nice, the moral, while simple, was executed in a way that didn't seem contrived or out of place. And after a series of pointless but fun fan service, horrible writing from Spike, backtracking to the same lore twice, this is a great improvement for me. There's nothing really bad that I have to say about it, other than maybe the yaks and their overreactions weren't quite as funny most of the time, but nothing really horrible. Well, that was the shortest episode ever. This has been your future evil overlord, Crimson Glow, and...
Hulk! Smash!